Hi guys, welcome to Pomcloset. Today I'm not going to show you how to make the dress, but I'm gonna explain how I have done this dress. I have done the video of how to knit a mini dress in the beige color, which is this video. It's how to knit a bikini cover-up dress. This dress I have done, it's above the knee, like kind of a mini dress, but this one is quite long. It's covered until your ankle, and I'm gonna explain how to do this. First of all, you need to cast on exactly the same as this beige dress, and I will show you the picture. It's the same design, but I have added the length, so you just need to repeat the video by casting on exactly the same 44 stitches. And the front piece you need to knit for 200 rows for the front piece, 200 rows for the front, and then you cast off exactly the same as the beige dress, which you will need to repeat the video. I have done the dress before, but exactly the same, the tools, the yarn, everything the same, just the number of rows. So it's the length of this front piece is 60 inches, 200 rows. That means 3.4 rows is 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters. So just bear in mind, this is the front piece. Cast off exactly the same, and the length of the after you cast off is 14 inches, and on this part, the bottom part, after you do the crochet bit at the edge with 23 inches. So the front piece, after that you do the strings, 2 of them, the left and the right corner, and the length of each string is 125 centimeters. We will use these to crisscross on the back. And this is the front piece I have explained. Now the back side of the dress, which you will do exactly the same cast on 44 stitches, and you knit, this time you will knit for 150 rows. 150 rows for the back piece, and then cast off exactly the same as the front. So the measurement should be the same, 14 inches on this part, and the length of 150 rows is 27 inches. And by connecting the 2 pieces, you will need to do the split part, the split on the side. So I need to explain. We turn this to the side. You need to measure from the top part, the corner where you cast off, from the front piece down to I would say this is on the waist. This is on the back side, and then you connect. You leave it for 14 inches, and then you need to connect the back side on this part down to where the splits are. It's 19 inches, and then the rest you will need to leave it. So that would be around 27 inches. So these 27 inches plus 19 inches and plus 14 inches where this is there is nothing on the back, that would work out for 60 inches in total. This is the length of the dress. And also there is an extra strings, which I can show you on the dress here. You need to do exactly the same as the beige one, the video that I have shown you, by chain up to 95 chains. So that would work out for 20 inches. And then you will need to insert the crochet here, the strings through each of the gap. You can leave it for 1 inch, and then you insert zigzag, also the same as on this side. The strings and everything I have shown you on that video, and you can pull this on the back to fit your size. And this part here will be exactly the same it's thin because the yarn that we use. This would fit size XS, size S. You cannot go bigger. You can actually if you do the other side, but that would be too complicated. Maybe in the future I can do the experiments of how to do the bigger sizes. And this is the dress. It's very sexy, see-through, easy, simple. We can wear this in summer times to cover up the bikini. Alright guys, I hope this is clear how I have explained how to do this dress. It's very simple. It's exactly the same as the previous video of how I knitted the beige dress. The only differences is the length and the number of the rows, which you can adjust the length. This might be too long for some people or might be too short for some people, but you can do maybe this swatch, which you can do cast on for like 10 stitches by 20 rows, and then you can work this out. Mine for example 60 inches long up to here, and then I divide it by 200 rows. So I have the numbers of the rows. For 1 inch is 3.4 rows. It's 1 inch or 2.5 centimeter, as I have mentioned. So the width here, when you cast on for 44 stitches, and it ended up with 23 inches. That means it's 44 divided by 23, so it's 1.9. It's around two stitches. It's 1 inch, and 23 inches, 46 inches, which fits size like SM actually, because the knitted piece here is stretched because of the yarn. The material is very thin and can stretch up a lot. And the splits here I have mentioned. This part also, the strings, how to cast off, the measurement of this part to where the splits are, and we left the end. At the end you just do the crochet, single crochets all the way down to the other side. So I have mentioned everything on the previous video. You can check that out. And I have changed the color because I want to do the different colors. Also, this is the customized piece for one of my lovely customers. It's very simple. There is nothing complicated. If you know how the Addi king size express machine works, it's manual machines, and you can create so many items, so many designs with these little machines. You just need to work with it. You just need to play with it. It's not too complicated in my opinion. I don't know, actually I didn't know how it works at the beginning because I want to do only the hat for myself, and then after that I have just been playing with it for a while until I kind of understand how this works, what's the stitches, how to create the swatch, the sample swatches in different yarn. And once you decided to work on the yarn of your favorite brand, and I would stick with it. You don't want to do too many swatches, for it might be confusing and also a lot of work because you need to calculate everything new. And I would say if you like any of your specific brand, specific yarn, type of yarn, brand, I would say stick with it and try to create many designs from one type of yarn. So I would say the Addi king size express machine cannot take too thick yarn. This is very thin cotton yarn from Hobby, and it's actually, I used to use the Grundo yarn, but it's a little bit thicker than this yarn from Hobby. But it also works fine. But I would say if you want something see-through, more see-through. This kind of yarn, the rainbow yarn from Hobby, works well as the same as the Grundle. The Grundle a little bit thicker. It might slow you down from doing the rotating. The rotation might be a bit more difficult, but it works for 4-ply cotton. Don't use any fancy yarn. I have done it before and it's almost broke my specs, broke my needle. So I will suggest to use the thin yarn, not too thin. The 4-ply cotton 5 plies are okay for this machine. So I hope all the information I have given it's useful and you can try this out yourself. If you don't want to do the plain colors, you can also swap the yarn. I want to maybe in the future create something colorful, or you can even do the decorations on the dress to make it more playful, more vivid. And thanks for watching. Any questions, don't forget to leave them on the comment section, or share your works after you've done on my Instagram account under Pomcloset, and I'm happy to repost your works, repost your pictures. We'll see you in the next video.